Alright guys, we are back. It's 2:39 a.m. in the morning, but let's play some World of Warcraft. And let's play some Warcraft Hunter leveling. I would like to say that I did do a little bit of research on some add-ons here, but I don't know. It looks like I can't system credits. Trying to see if we can reset user options. Oh, I don't want to click the classic one. So there are some add-ons that are supposed to work in this client, but it doesn't look like I can load add-ons. So that's kind of going to be a little bit of an issue, I think. Give me a second here. So I did find a few add-ons that work, but I can't seem to find the actual load add-on button. So don't know if any of these add-ons are going to get loaded or not. Probably not. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into interface and just see. Yeah, I don't see anything. Interface options. Yeah, so it looks like currently in Classic Beta we cannot enable any add-ons. Not that I can tell. System. So okay, so we're not going to worry about those. I did find some add-ons that should work, but the other thing is I was looking at my old key bindings for my Hunter, and actually I used to use D for this, but we're going to leave it the way it is because I'm kind of getting used to it that way. A couple people pointed out right as I jumped off my stream that I actually sold that awesome bow that I bought. I actually sold the laminated curved bow to the vendor, but I caught it. Well, actually, someone told me in the stream, and I went ahead and you know, bought it back and re-equipped it, and then someone else commented on the video itself and saw it as well. So thank you guys for pointing out my stupidity when I was really quickly trying to log off and was just vendoring stuff out of my inventory. Thank you for catching that. And let's take a look at our inventory. We did equip. We did buy new weapons, which is good. We still have this sword here, which is we're probably just gonna. This is a 2A, so we're just gonna go ahead and vendor this.
What brings you here?
And that will give us a nice 4 silver. Ooh, we can use this to summon a Timberlink. So maybe throw that in. That might come in handy at some point. Let's take a look at our quest log. So yeah, I put a link. I'm actually going to delete that link out of that video, where you can actually go and download some add-ons for WoW Classic that supposedly work. The problem is because these add-ons probably will work once Classic is released, but right now we can't enable any add-ons on the beta, so that kind of sucks. Tumors, all these are complete. So this is Darnassus. So Ursa the Mauler. Let's go ahead and kill Ursa. Why not? And I'm still undecided. I was going to go engineering, which is... I just feel awkward mining ore on a Hunter. It's not something I've ever done before. I've never gone engineering on a Hunter before. But I guess we'll stick with engineering. So, but let's go ahead and kill Ursel. The other thing, too, that's interesting is... I mean... I don't have the... I found a questy add-on that's supposed to work. Let's see how good this bow does. Oh yeah, 25. Boom. I guess pretty good, right? The other thing, too, I want to talk about is when you're attacking, like right here, I'm just going to do auto attack. You want to weave... And let me talk about this. You want to weave your special abilities in with your auto attack. So your auto attack is going to do almost more damage than anything else. And let's the auto attack is going to do almost more damage than any, you know, over time, like in a raid encounter, your auto attack does a lot of damage. So you want to make sure that you're not clipping your auto attack by, you know, like, and what I mean by clipping is like if I'm casting a, here, let's say I send my pet. Actually, let's bring my pet back. Let's say I just use concussive shot and now I'm just auto attacking, right? So I want to wait for this auto attack to finish before I throw in my arcane shot, so that my next auto attack goes ahead and fires. So that's considered a full damage rotation, meaning during that rotation, none of my auto shots were not executed or clipped by special abilities. So you want to, obviously, as you're using your Hunter, make sure that you're aware of your abilities. And you'll see me do this when I'm kind of kiting, right? So let's say I do this, and you see me kind of run. I know kind of like how long the time there is between my abilities. And it'd be nice to have a timer, and I think there is an add-on that YAHT, I believe, is just, yeah, another timer, hunter timer or something, another hunter or something is what it stands for. But it's an add-on you can get that'll, and it's something you're going to want if you want to do a lot of, if you want to be a raid, if you want to raid on your hunter and you want to be at the top of the damage meters, you want to make sure that you're not clipping any of your auto attacks. And so getting an add-on like that that's going to show your auto attack, it's something I actually use in some other MMOs where you just have a little bar that kind of, I was using it in because it's really important in EverQuest 2. So I was actually using something like that in EverQuest 2. And down between my two frames here, kind of where my feet are right now, I would have a little bar, and the bar is just showing me, the bar would move across to the right, and what it's doing is it's showing how much time before my next auto attack is actually, actually fired. So that's something you should do for your hunter if you plan on raiding. Hold on a second, I'm fixing something. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and head over to Ursel the Mauler. We'll take out Ursel. It'll be easy peasy, baby, easy peasy. If we don't get stuck on a tree. Alright. It's interesting, I was watching a couple other guides and looking at talent build. We're going to go into most of the builds. In fact, I like pretty much every build I saw was going 5 out of 5 on improved aspect of the hawk. And the reason you want this is because the chance to increase. But still, when you're firing a lot of arrows, over time that should proc quite a bit actually. And these mobs, unfortunately, I'm not. Well, this one's green. But we're just, as you can see, we're just basically blowing these guys away. So you can see the hunter with a pretty decent weapon, and I say that kind of jokingly because I just have a white weapon, but this weapon is 5.8 damage. It was almost more than twice. I think is more than twice the damage than my last bow that I was using. There it is, see? Quick shots just procced. So now I'm actually attacking faster, which is nice. I do it like a lot of these things that they tell you, like when I watch some of the guys like Cargos specifically, and Cargos guys are very in-depth, and he gets feedback from other players, other players that play hunters or whatever class he's doing the guide for. And the information in there is really good information, and he does good guides, but what's funny is I've played these classes so long, and I played in original vanilla, so a lot of the stuff I'm doing anyway. Like I wasn't really thinking about auto shot clipping, but I just inherently do that automatically. I mean, I know my auto shot's firing, and I don't want to interrupt it. I don't want to, I want to let my auto shot finish. So inherently, I was doing it anyway. But he brings it up as a big point. I was like, oh my god, don't just like clip your auto shot. But and other things too, like you can't fire your auto shot while you're moving. Well, of course, I'm aware of this because played the hunter for a long time, so you guys see me when I was kiting even at level like 5. Like I would shoot an arrow, right, and then I would jump back, and then I would stop, fire, and then I would run, jump, and and I'd wait. I'm just basically, I know there's so much time in between my auto shots, so I would shoot, move back, stop moving because I know I can't cast auto shot while I'm moving and let it trigger, So all those things, I mean, I just already knew kind of how the game, you just kind of know how it works. Like here I could fire auto shot and a serpent sting and still get my auto attack, my auto shot off. So in that situation, I doubled up on 2 of my special skills, knowing that I had enough time before my auto shot was going to fire. So, some of these things, you want to be aware of them, but there's no substitution for just putting in the time of playing your character and kind of playing around with your abilities and really just paying attention to what your character's doing. You'll learn these things just by playing the class. I think a lot of times people kind of get a little bit too crazy. Whenever I hear somebody say min-max, I kind of cringe a little bit because to me that means they're going to be real anal about all the finer details, which is good, but you don't want to be too crazy about it, to the point where it's taking away from your just playing the game and enjoying the game. I'm pretty casual when it comes to leveling and stuff, but if you watch me in PvP and watch me play on my hunter, you'll see that I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I know how to play the class. So it's I guess it's just interesting. It's an interesting way. Different players play the game in different ways. One thing that is irritating me is some of the the macro system I haven't figured out quite yet, so I'm gonna have to work on that. So I spent some time before this video, about an hour, just kind of going through add-ons and some of the guides and stuff. But one thing I haven't done really is look at the macro system. You can see there's a rare elite over here. We're going to take him out here in a second. Just take this other guy out if I can. Okay. And our pet leveled again. I'm not sure if that was just his level. Let's go ahead and take a look at our pet. He is now dependable. So we have... Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to hit the trainer. So we definitely want to hit the trainer. Simple cape. I can't remember what my cape is. Okay, let's put that cape on. Weird that the tab targeting didn't target the right mob right away. The closest mob. I'm gonna bring my pet back just because the that other mob was beating up on him quite a bit. Just let my pet's health regen a little bit here. Get him to 100%, or at least close to it. But yeah, some people can be a little bit. Some people can really dive into the details of the game, and I find that just I find that I end up playing the class very well usually, just because I've spent so much time in the class. But there are definitely, it's a very good idea to go through guides, because there are little tips and tricks you can figure out. Like one of the things he said in the Cargos' guide was talking about downranking multi-shot and downranking arcane shot. And I never have done that. I've never downranked those abilities, but, and I don't really have a downrank on them right now. I only have one rank of arcane shot. But I think arcane shot would be a good one to downrank in certain situations, because you still do pretty good damage with the rank 1. But it costs a lot less mana to use rank 1, so. I'm just auto-shotting right now. Is that Ursul? Yeah, there's Ursul, so let's take out Ursul, which is why we're here. That's weird. Look at that. All those birds up to my left. I don't usually remember seeing so many of those like that. That was interesting. Alright, so we need to head back to Dolinar. And what I'm going to do is, let's take a look at our quest log. I'm actually just going to port and save myself the run back. We're going to port over to Dolinar, and then we'll go ahead and run to Darnassus. Also, let's take a look at our inventory again. 2 damage. And we got a lot of cloth.
May the stars guide.
So let's go ahead and get rid of some of this cloth, and we're just gonna make a bunch of bandages, and then we'll vendor the ones we don't need because there's a first aid trainer in the building directly across the road here. So we're just gonna level up our first aid here quite a bit. Just so I can clear some inventory space. If you look at the slash played, I'm only at 6 hours, but I'm like, what, level 12? So hunter level's a lot faster than my protection paladin. I don't even know if there's an engineering trainer in Darnassus, but we're not going to worry about it too much because we are going to head over to Stormwind, I think, really soon. Also, pets. He does do a pretty good job of going through the pets and the different advantages, disadvantages. And pets prior to 1.12 had a lot of variety. You know, there was a lot of different attack speed and like Lupus's shadow damage and stuff. But once you got to the point where we're at patch 1.12, a lot of that stuff was normalized, and they took away a lot of those kind of special like spell type damages that only certain pets had. And at that point, it just came down to, looking at your stats. Like certain pets you have are going to have higher strength than others. Some are going to have higher attack speed. So you're looking for pets based on what you want. Do you want more attack speed? Do you want higher armor on a pet like a turtle or something? What is the situation you're looking to use your pet for? Also, you're going to set up your pets differently too for raiding. Like when you train your pet for different types of spell resistances, typically you're looking at what are the raid encounters that we're going to have. Like if I'm a Molten Core, obviously I'm going to train my pet with a lot of fire resistance because in Molten Core a lot of the mobs are going to be pushing out a lot of fire damage. Zul'Gurub, maybe I'll push nature damage resistance or something. So there's those things to consider when you're setting up your pet's build when you're going to different raid encounters. For right now, I'm just setting up my pet's going to be more focusing on just stamina and armor. Give them a lot of stamina, give them a lot of armor. I want them to be pretty tanky. Damage pretty much takes care of itself. Because with the Beast Mastery build, the pet's gonna be doing quite a lot of damage. So let's go ahead and turn in our quest, hit the first aid trainer here real quick.
Can I assist you?
Now we can't use an axe yet, but we will be able to eventually. This is what 6.9 damage is 7. I don't know if a hunter can. No, I don't think a hunter uses. We're gonna grab the defender's axe. And we're going to hit the first aid trainer, which is right here.
Ishnu Dal Dieb.
Okay.
Asha Fela.
And we're going to do the heavy linen bandage. And then we're just going to vendor some of the regular bandages I just made. Now what's interesting is this weapon gives me plus 10 to my armor. So that's kind of useless for me as a hunter, but that would be pretty decent for like, let's say this is a pretty good weapon for like a protection paladin. I would say my favorite attack speed for my prop paladin is right around 2.4 if I'm just looking to do some decent damage. If I'm looking for a lot of procs, like if I have a weapon that has a spell enchant on it and I'm trying to get as many hits in as I can to possibly proc that spell enchant, then of course I'm going to be going for a much faster weapon. But until I have something like that, my favorite weapon speed is around 2.4 on my protection paladin. It's like it's high enough that it's slow enough that I'm doing pretty good, that I have a little bit of top end damage on the weapon, but it's fast enough that I'm not waiting so long to just attack. So it's just something that I've found out by playing. That's kind of my sweet spot. But obviously people are gonna vary on that. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and head over to. We'll hit the vendor, I guess, but and there's also the hunter trainers here. Since I hit level 12, I'm sure I've probably got some stuff to train. Let's go ahead and hit the hunter trainer. I don't think we have a pet trainer. Oh, we do have a pet trainer right here. Nice. I didn't even know this guy was here. So here again, now we have great stamina rank 2 and natural armor rank 2.
Be careful.
Which is good.
Ishnu Allah.
And now we've got men pet, which we definitely need. Distracting shot. These abilities are good. Not super needed just yet. Yeah, 6 silver, distracting shot. We don't need distracting shot right now. The other thing I wanted to look at is when, even though you learned the skill from the pet trainer, you still have to train your pet because it takes talent points. So our pet, obviously, he's got 30 talent points. So I'm going to go ahead and easily, it only takes 15. So we're going to raise his armor. And you can see my pet's also hungry, so let's go ahead and feed him. And we learned a new skill that we need to put on our bar, wing clip, which we're just going to put. Doesn't really matter where I put it, but we'll put it. We'll just put it right here. And what is this? The other thing we learned was what Arcane Shot rank 2. So we're going to leave this. I don't know. I'm not sure about. I'm not going to be downranking any Arcane Shots anytime soon, but we'll have to look into that. Rank 2. And I think we also picked up what Men Pet, which is Shift A. Aspect of the Monkey, Tame Beast. We've got Tame Beast. Revive Pet. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, I think we're fine. So we need to do a little bit of inventory cleaning. And we're going to head on over to Stormwind. Level 12 is a good time for me to basically make my way to Stormwind. And grab the pet that I like, which is the wolf. Wolf is not going to be like your best pet. I mean, it's not going to be a high damaging pet, but wolf's just like a good all-around pet. They have pretty high health, they have pretty high armor, they do pretty good damage. Now, they don't have claw, they have bite, which is their focus dump, so, but I find that it's plenty, you know, and with the Furious Howl, we are going to get, the Furious Howl doesn't really benefit me that much. So, I mean, really, the wolf is not going to be your best pet for leveling. I just like wolves. I like the way they look, and I like the fact that they are fairly tanky. So I may look at grabbing a different leveling pet this time, just for something different. And one of the things that was interesting is he was saying the carrion birds, or the birds in Westfall, the vultures, actually are pretty good. I might tame one of those and try one of those out. So because they have like a screech. So we'll see. We need to raise our staff skill. So, oh, leg meat, great. Leg meat's what I've been feeding. Oh no, haunch meat. Okay, that's fine. But leg meat's still good. I clipped. You see that? I clipped my auto shot. My arcane shot right there was during the time that my auto shot would have triggered. So actually, it didn't. I had to wait till the next auto shot. So I actually lost damage there. So that's something that happens. I just inherently do it right, to be honest. I don't usually clip my abilities that much. It's like an internal timer. You build these internal timers up when you play certain classes, and you kind of know when you need to when your next ability is coming up. It's just an internal thing that you build as you play the class a lot. So let's head to Storm, and gotta get to Storm. We gotta hit all our weapons trainers. I actually may have to log my prop out and send some money over because I'm going to blow through all my money just training weapons, probably. And you can see the pet still has no really skills to mention. I mean, the pet has a growl, and that's it. And a cat can have bite and claw, I believe, so... You know, this cat has neither, so it's a pretty crappy cat, unfortunately. But we're going to grab a different one. I'm curious about that bird, though. That was something I wasn't aware of, was that this particular type of buzzard is a pretty good leveling pet. And Cargos, on his guy, was also saying that particular pet has very high armor, so it doesn't take a lot of damage. And their screech does damage and debuffs the target. So, interesting, very interesting. We'll grab my wolf hopper, which I always have hopper because I love that wolf pet, but I think we're going to grab that bird over in Westfall and give him a ride as well. I'm going to try him out. Check it out! Okay, well, also, I don't think we have engineering here, so that's fine. We can learn engineering when we hit Stormwind. We do have cooking, though, so let's hit the cooking trainer. See how we're doing on our cooking. We can also cook up some eggs and stuff while we're here. Hey.
Can I assist you?
Let's see. So at level 50, we can train. And we're going to hit level 50 here in just a couple seconds.
I am listening.
Sell a bunch of our bandages. And now let's go to our trainer.
Greetings.
We get Journeyman Cook. We're going to get our boiled clams as well. And I'm pretty sure that I actually have some clam meat, I think, in my inventory, in my bank, but I don't have it on me now, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's go turn our quests in. Well, as you can see, we now have 34 2 stamina buff food. This is going to give me 2 stamina, 2 spirit. And you want, definitely use cooking. You know, it's very useful. Some people skip that, but I definitely would recommend you do not skip that.
Ishno Del Diab.
I want you to speak with Denelon. Oh, so he wants me to go back to Denelon, so we're going to decline that for right now. Because I don't want to go back to Denelon right now. Oh, wait. Yeah, we've got another quest to turn in. Staghelm, and yeah, so we got 2 quests to turn in at the top up here. You can see the little yellow circle on my mini maps denoting that I have a quest to turn in. Switch back to action bar 1. Let's take a look at our reputation. Currently, we're just friendly with Darnassus. Actually, I believe this guy has a bow. It was one of the rewards, if I remember correctly.
Quickly, young one. I have urgent matters to attend.
Yeah, see, he's got the Ashwood bow, but it's not even as good as the one I bought. So that's pretty interesting. The white one I just bought from the vendor. Okay, we're almost level 13. And to be honest, we're probably going to hit level 13 just by, you know, exploring as we level up. Oh, actually, we have another quest to turn in yet, though. We should have the Tears of the Moon to turn in. Yeah, so that'll get us to the next, should get us to the next level. Which should be lucky number 13. Lucky 13. If you guys haven't watched the For Love and Robots, whatever Netflix series, you should check it out and check out the episode Lucky 13. It's pretty good. All right, now since we're right here, let's grab that. I know I had some clam meat here. And we're gonna go ahead and deposit some stuff in our bank. And what else? What else? What else? What else? We don't need this. This. Does it vendor? We can just vendor that. That's probably
Good luck.
good enough. Yeah. Now this is going to make our 4 stamina food here, so boiled clams are pretty decent easy to get clam meat in Darkshore. So it's a good way to level up your cooking really fast. I'm going to throw in Monkey because I know that I'm going to be moving through the wetlands, and we're definitely going to want as much dodge as we can get since we're going to be having some pretty high level alligators trying to kill us. Parkour! There's always a lighting glitch right there. That's not in vanilla either. That's a classic. It's a classic thing only, I think.
What brings you here? Goddess, what brings
Woohoo! Level 13. Level 13. Okay, let's release our pretty spider. There you go, Spitter. Play around in the water. Frolic in the water. The spirit of Sathroth is once again at peace.
peace be with you?
Alright, leather. That's definitely an upgrade, so
May the stars guide
I'll
you.
grab that. It's amazing that my boots were so crappy. But with a hunter, it doesn't really matter. Alright, now we should be high enough level to grab this quest, to turn this quest in. And hit the next piece.
Elune Adore. May the stars guide you.
And we can do, I'm just debating on whether I want to do fishing.
Farewell.
Probably not this time around. We don't really need to do fishing. It's always useful, but since this is just classic and I think it still has the 40 level cap, it's not something I really want to waste any time on right now.
What brings you here? Go in peace. Farewell.
Let's go ahead and use our talent point. Making progress. Already level 13. In 7 hours. It's not bad. Now arriving in Darkshore. It's just funny how much easier it is to level a hunter. Like, remember on my paladin, I was having trouble if I got even just 2 mobs on me. Like say I was a level 14 paladin, I got maybe like 214. Let's see which quest this is.
Greetings.
We're gonna decline that for right now. We'll come back and
Sharp
do that later at a different time. But yeah, if my paladin had like 2 level 14 mobs on her and she was level 14, she could die. It was
How
not
may I help?
easy to handle at that point. Vanessa.
Elune, light your path.
But with a hunter, it's like psh, it's so easy. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change my hearth to right here because I don't really want a hearth all the way back to Dolinar, and this is actually a pretty good place to have my hearth until I switch it to Sentinel Hill. All right, now we're gonna take the long left. I'm gonna make that mouse button 5, so we can wing clip people. That can actually be really useful, especially against PvP, but it's also really useful in PvE as well to kind of bail myself out if I get in trouble. Hey, Christoph. Yeah, I got tired of the Paladin. I mean, honestly, it's like I was really looking forward to DM on the Paladin, but the server's so dead you can't even get a group. So I was like, man, I've leveled a Paladin from 1 to 60 like twice. So I said, you know what? Let's take a break and do some Hunter. All good today? What do you mean all good today? I'm not sure what you're asking. But the Hunter is like is one of my favorite classes in vanilla. Well, there's the server's completely dead. Oh yeah, I'm having a great day. It's 3:17 a.m. though, but I took like a 3-hour nap earlier. That's why I'm up now. My girlfriend's asleep. Yeah, no, I had a great day. I was leveling the Paladin, and I was, and I always enjoy the Paladin, but I'm trying not to get too burned out on the Paladin because when Classic does release, I'm gonna have to level that Paladin up to 60. I'm gonna do some research before then to see if I do want to try that int build you were talking about, but so I'll take a look at it. But right now, I wanted to try getting on the Hunter, and because the Hunter is so I don't need anybody else if I'm living on the Hunter. I can just blaze through content. So I don't even need to worry about doing dungeons. I think I am. You know what? I think I am gonna just go skinning, and I could go skinning and mining. No, if I'm gonna go skinning, I have to go leatherwork. I'm agonizing over whether I want to be a skinner, leatherworker, or a miner, engineer. I've never done engineer on a Hunter before. I think I'm gonna do the engineer. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the engineering. It'll be fun to have the dynamite and to have the to make my own scopes and stuff, and to make my own engineering headpieces that can come in handy for the Hunter. I think some of those can be pretty decent for me. Yeah, I'm not going to be selling anything. It's not like, there's no, there just isn't enough people on the servers using the auction house to make the auction house viable. So, I mean, I'm just selling green items right to the vendors, and, so like, I'm not going to pick a profession that's for money making because I'm not going to make any money with it. That's why I'm just probably going to go to a profession that's going to help me level faster, and and engineering will probably help out a little bit. So What? Ah, Pat. New flight path discovered. Yeah, I agree. They should. I mean, the thing is, since the level cap's 40, a lot of people are gonna. They may get to 40 and just quit because it's like, what are you gonna do after once you get to 40? It's not like there's a ton. You can run some dungeons over and over again, I guess, if you want, but at that point, you pretty much have learned, gotten the experience you wanted out of beta and figured out if if you like it, or maybe tested it out to see how different it is from like a vanilla server. You know. But yeah, they really should be inviting more people, a lot more people. Why not? Why not get? Maybe, it's part of it could be they don't. Maybe there's people who don't have a subscription to WoW right now, and they're worried if they invite them to beta that they'll play the beta client and then maybe realize they don't really like it, so they won't pay. Although you have to have a subscription to I think play in the beta, but they'll play it and then they won't like it and they won't actually sub. Once it comes out. I don't know. I'm not sure why they don't invite more people, but the service certainly could use more people. Yeah, Blizzard's the people that are running Blizzard. I'm sorry, they're not very smart. What I would have done. Here, hold on a second. Let's make sure. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Even though you're supposed to have an active sub, there was some Asian girl, like kind of hot girl that just does games. One of those stupid streamers that I never watch, but apparently a lot of people watch because she's cute. I could give a rat's ass if someone's cute. I don't really watch streamers that much anyway. I certainly am not going to watch some pretty girl who's basically just a bimbo and trying to make money off her boobs. You know what I mean? But they invited like some girl, popular like girl streamer, and she didn't have an active sub to WoW. I don't think she'd ever even played WoW before. But they wanted to get her in just for the PR. Just stupid. Yeah, Blizzard's just dumb sometimes. Yeah, that one. I read watched a video on it, how they had asked some streamers to play that they didn't have active subs, and they still got in, which goes against what they said on their website. They said to be eligible to the beta, you have to have an active subs, and these people didn't even have active subs. I don't care if she's hot or not. I'm 49 years old, dude. I'm getting married to my girlfriend here this year, so I don't need to look at some other girl. I don't care if she's hot or not. Yeah, I haven't watched any of her videos, but I think I watched maybe a couple seconds. She seemed like stupid. The only female kind of streamer that I like is Comic Book Girl 19. She's actually pretty funny. And she reviews movies and comic books, and she's a big comic book lover. So, and I used to love comic books when I was a kid, but she's actually pretty cool. Comic Book Girl 19. But the only female person I would even watch a video of because she's actually got a brain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're looking at November this year. We're getting married. Just trying to finalize the arrangements on the location. It's going to be in Tennessee. It's going to be cool. Like an outdoor wedding in Tennessee, on a big hilltop overlooking some, the mountains. It'll be pretty. It'll be nice. It'll be small, just like 20 people. Quick ceremony. Nothing crazy. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty excited. It'll be cool. Like I said before, I'm 49. It's not like I need, I've got my girlfriend. I'm plenty happy to spend the rest of my life with her. I don't need anybody else. So. I found my match. Yeah, well, I'm surprised we haven't gotten attacked by anybody yet. No, no, 22. Yeah. Because of what? Because I'm getting married? You mean you haven't subbed to my site? You haven't subbed to my YouTube yet? Thank you, man. If you do, I need more subs. You know, anybody who's watching, if you, you know, if you want to sub, be greatly appreciated. I need more subs. And really, the content I'll be doing is classic WoW. But once Pantheon Rise of the Fallen comes out, I'll be doing a lot of stuff on that. I've already sunk what I don't usually put money into games much, as far as like games that are still in a alpha state. I may purchase a game I may put in $50 like into a pledge package just so that I have the game. You know, I'm basically just buying the game early. But for Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, I've already put like $300 into that game just because, you know, because I really think it's going to be a great game and I'm really excited about it. And there's things in some of the pledge packages that I actually really wanted. But by getting into one of the levels, I'm guaranteed to have access to the alpha once alpha launches, which I'm hoping will be sometime at the end of this year, before the end of this year. I don't know if they'll let me stream the alpha footage yet. I don't know what the NDA is going to be like. You don't often sub, you just lurk. Well, thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. You know what I mean, you know the content I do. I'm mostly just MMO stuff. You know, my other channel, The World of Wasa, I'll be doing videos on the video game that I want to start creating. Alright, so we got our first pet on me, level 22. Send my pet on him, and then we'll recall my pet. We're also going to get another spitter here if we're not careful. Looks like he's going to kill my pet. No. Yeah, I guess he is. Save my ass, please. Don't die. Don't die. Oh, he died. Damn it. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm old, but I'm pretty much, I don't look my age at all. Like, people look at me and think I'm like, you know, mid-30s. And I also don't, obviously I don't act my age either. Let's go ahead and get our pet back up here. We may need him. Save my ass, please. Just save my ass right there, right? And here's the first time we've used men pet. And let's go ahead and feed our pet. Yeah, like, because you're bald, they still think you're young. I still got my hair, but it's getting thin, but I still got my hair. Well, my nickname when I was like in my late 20s was Baby J. I mean, a lot of my friends, some bartenders and bar owners in Chicago, I used to call me Baby J because I just had this baby face, you know. I looked so young, even though I was like 28. They thought I was like, you know, 18. Okay, we got this level 20 guy. Maybe we'll hit him with a concussive shot. Just that if he aggroes. Oh, he's not gonna aggro. We slid past this guy. Haven't had your hair since 22. Damn. It went bald early. You probably knew if you went bald that soon. You probably had like your dad or your granddad was bald too. You know, so you probably knew it was coming. Because, you know, it just runs in the family. You went with the beard. No hair up top, but you got the hair down below. Yeah, one of my friends, one of the guys who does the Pantheon Plus website and covers a lot of the Pantheon content. His name's Minus, and he's like that, man. He's been bald since he was like in his 20s, but he's got the pretty big beard, you know, pretty full beard. I never really grow a beard. I mean, I always have like a goatee. I have a goatee, but don't usually grow a beard. But sometimes I get pretty scruffy if I haven't shaved in a few days. My father was Hungarian, so I got those hairy Hungarian genes, man. You are a Viking. That's true. Gotta have a beard if you're a Viking, dude. Alright, so now I'm trying to remind myself not to forget anything. Ooh, that's a pretty cool screenshot. Check this out. I don't think I've ever come up this tunnel and seen the night sky stars like that. That's actually pretty... That's pretty cool. I'll get a screenshot of this real quick. Even now, like after, you know, the WoW, this vanilla client or beta client or classic client, whatever you want to call it, being as old as the game is, it still has kind of a nice graphical feel. I mean, that's still a pretty nice looking view here, right? It's still pretty cool. I have a doormat on my back. What? This is no, yeah, well, the world, I mean, this is, yeah, this model is definitely not the vanilla model. It's a little more smooth. But the classic but the graphics and stuff, like the world here, is pretty much vanilla. Oh, do I have hair back? Yeah, no, I don't. Actually, I don't. I have some hair on my back, but not a lot. My brother, though, one of my brothers, he had that, where he had tons of hair on his back. Yeah, yeah, Hungarians are very hairy, dude. I do have a lot of hair on like my arms and stuff, but it's pretty long. But yeah, but this here, like if you look at this foliage here, this grass, this is classic. But if you look at like here, this is too, right? See, this is. But if you go and do graphics, and if you turn up the ground clutter all the way, right here, see how the grass is moving? Here, hold on, let me zoom out. See how it's moving? That's, of course, was not in Classic WoW. See? Yeah. Let's turn that. Let's see, the grass isn't moving now. So this is pretty vanilla WoW-like. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same, but yeah, some changes are nice. But I will say that that this command still works, which is nice. So if you go to console, FX Glow, like right now it's console. See, so that command still works, which I like, because when you're like in really bright zones, like Stranglethorn Vale, or specifically, I was trying to think of it, Tenaris, definitely like to turn the FX glow to 0 in Tenaris, because that sand can be really bright. Yeah, I don't. STV is not my favorite zone. I do it just because that's where a lot of the quests are. It's just pretty fast leveling, but it's never been one of my favorite zones. My favorite zones are always like Westfall. I like Daenerys quite a bit, you know. Oh, what's that zone up here? Winter Spring. Winter Spring's one of my favorite zones, for sure. I love Winter Spring. Even Felwood I like. But yeah, STV was, I mean, yeah, was never big on STV. Oh, I like the Plaguelands. I like him because I've gotten a couple epic drops in original WoW when I played it back in 2004. I actually got a glowing Brightwood staff drop there, and and I just like undead. I've always liked undead, fighting undead, all those types of things. I hope I'm going the right way. I think I am. I am. It just looks a little different on this client than I remember, but Savage Jordan. That's a good epic though. I had in original Vanilla WoW, like back 2004, I had the glowing Brightwood staff and I had the crawl blade. The crawl blade dropped off a spider in the Searing Gorge, or not Searing Gorge. I'm sorry. The what is the one that's right by Ironforge? Let's see. Yeah, it was Searing Gorge. Yep, I was killing a spider there, and he dropped a crawl blade, and that was pretty nice because those actually sell for really good money. You know, in vanilla rogues, it's really looked after. You know, rogues really like that, so that was pretty good. I think that was it. I think that was the only epic drops I got, and I know I got the Gut Ripper, but that might have been Burning Crusade when I got that drop. Yeah, and like even this, like a lot of the star zones, I think look really nice. Like this Dunmore, I mean, this is a really nice looking zone. I mean, any zone that has snow in it looks good to me. Oof, I'm getting a little tired. What time is it? 3:39 a.m. But I still want to go out there and get my pet. We don't have beast lore yet, though, do I? No beast lore. I don't. Did beast lore's in vanilla, isn't it? I think it is. Let's see. Maybe not. I can't remember. That's something you'd think I'd remember, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank on that one. But yeah, you can see me just walking through the world. How many people have I seen? None. I haven't even seen one person. Now, when I first got the invite for beta, the server was pretty crowded. You know, that was what, like 3 or 4 weeks ago? There were still quite a few people playing, but now I think people have all got their characters to level 4 and they're maxed out, and they're just like, you know, nothing to do. And actually, for a long trip like this, you probably should just, once I'm out of dangerous areas, you should put your pet away so you're not wasting food. Because right there, I had to feed my pet. So basically, we can just dismiss the pet at this point. I'm gonna dump this pet anyway as soon as I get to Westfall. I haven't really missed my add-ons that much. They have added a few niceties to the classic client that wasn't in vanilla WoW. That's made it a little bit easier to deal with no add-ons. But the add-on I miss the most probably is... What would be the add-on I miss the most? I think just being able to see the value of items, being able to mouse over items and actually see what they'll sell for to the vendor. That's one of the add-ons I use does that, and that really sucks. You're still in pneumonia, man? You still sick? Dude. So far I haven't really missed Quest Helper. I gotta be honest. I haven't missed Quest Helper that much. Not as much as I thought I would. But I mean, I know these quests so well. I've done them so many times. Yeah, I love this little patch of snow on the ground here. This texture that they added for the snow is pretty cool. And it kind of looks like snow. Like when you look at the light reflecting here, see how it kind of has that slight specular highlights? Gives it kind of a very snowy look. Yeah, they've already got Questy created. They've already got Questy updated. Not all the way, but they've been working on updating it for Classic. And by the time Classic actually launches, it'll be fully updated. It'll be fully ready to go. I was looking at the add-ons before I started playing tonight, and there's quite a few add-ons that have already been, updated and patched, and they're ready to run in Classic. So, we can't use add-ons right now. I actually installed some add-ons. I still have about 5 add-ons to the Classic client, but once we're in the game, there's no option to load add-ons. So, like when you're in the main log, when you're on your character screen, there's no button for load add-ons, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. Oh, Deadly Boss mods. Yeah, I never, honestly, I've only used it like once. I think I used it in Burning Crusade just because my guild I was in said it was required. But I typically don't use a lot of add-ons. I don't really like to use add-ons. I think it takes away from the enjoyment of the game. If you're focusing on all these add-ons and what their information they're giving you, you're not really looking at the screen. So I try to keep my UI pretty clean. Alright, so we're going to hit the weapons trainer. We need to get the flight path, and then we need to get our butt over to Stormwind. I used it, I think, on TBC. Wrath of the Lich King, I might have used it too. I just don't remember. I stopped raiding after Wrath of the Lich King. I really didn't do hardly any raiding after Wrath of the Lich King. Really didn't play WoW. I mean, I played WoW in Cataclysm, so I didn't like Cataclysm. Cataclysm was terrible. Gonna hit the Timberland Arms here and get our... Sorry, I was alt-tab. Let me fix something here real quick. OBS. Let's close down my hard drive window. Alright, cool. I think we can get our axes here. Yeah, see, you can see in his hand he's got a axe and a hammer, so it makes sense that he trains. So we're going to train one-handed axe, 10 silver. We're going to train guns, of course, and we'll even train two-handed axes.
Very good. So
we just blew 30 silver. So it's very expensive to train weapons in vanilla, but it's just a one-time thing. You just have to do it once. So you have the flexibility of those, being able to use those weapons. Yeah, Legion was stupid. Yeah, and what's funny was it Legion, where a lot of people said they really liked Legion. Like, there's a guy, my friend Minus at Pantheon Plus, and he hates Vanilla WoW. I don't understand. I don't understand that. I have a hard time talking to people if they don't like. If you play WoW and you like Legion over Vanilla WoW, I just don't get it. I don't understand how you could. You know what I mean? Because it's just Vanilla's so much better. It's way better. It's not even a contest, and so I really can't grasp how someone could like Legion over Vanilla. But I guess to each their own. I mean, they obviously have their reasons. Maybe they like freaking having epic gear just freaking handed to them. That must be what it is. There must be millennials or something, and they just shit just freaking handed to them for free, because that's all it is.
Hey! Off and away.
Goodbye for now.
Good day to you.
Very well then.
We're gonna go ahead and
My, you're a tall one.
train ourselves as an engineer. He's seeing you. Alright. Yeah. The weapons were kind of neat, but I mean, sure, the good thing that Vanilla does have is it always has a lot of variety of gear, the way gear looks. And so, the whole transmog system was a good idea, I guess, but then really WoW has turned into a gear/mount collection game. You're just collecting mounts and collecting gear, but you're not really doing anything. There's no real, you're not really having difficult encounters. You're not really, well, some of them I hear are pretty difficult. I wouldn't know. I haven't done any raiding in a while so long, but there's no community anymore. People just kind of log on and do their own thing. Yeah. Well, we learned axes, now we need to learn swords. And yeah, well, I think the one thing that I really enjoyed was when I was playing. The first private server I ever played on actually was Kronos. It was Kronos 1. I never played on Nostalrius. I think it shut down before I even tried to play on a vanilla server. So I hadn't played WoW in I really had quit WoW, 3 years back probably, or 4 years ago. And when finally I started seeing all the hoopla around Nostalrius, and I was like, wow, these private servers are really that good. And so I said, well, let me go try them. And the one that was up that people were really playing on was Kronos. And I was in a guild on Kronos. And the one thing I thought was really interesting was all the people that I had get into the guild. It was my guild. I ran the guild. The people that would get into my guild who said, I've never played Vanilla WoW before. And I said, well, you played WoW? They're like, yeah. And they played years and years. And they liked WoW. They liked retail WoW. But there's they heard all the stuff about Osiris and they wanted to try out Vanilla. And to a man, every single person who I met in my guild who played Vanilla WoW, who'd never played it before, said this is better than retail. Every single person said this is way better than retail. So I haven't even met anyone who came from retail WoW but had never played Vanilla and then did not say that it was better. So like I said, I just have a hard time comprehending how people could enjoy the retail game over this. But whatever. Again, to each their own.
Interest you on a pint? Watch your back.
Is there a mailbox? I don't think there is a mailbox over here. There might be one over here, but I don't think so. I think the mailbox you gotta run all the way into Old Town. Yeah, you're right. That's actually a good. Yeah, retail is really for the younger generation, just kids. Yeah. As many times as I played Vanilla World of Warcraft, I played through. I never got the full tier point 5. Like I never got the Beastmaster leggings. I must have ran Skolamons like 200 times, and every time it dropped, I got outrolled by somebody else. So I thought that really infuriated me, and I still have every item on my hunter. If you log my retail hunter in WoW, I still have in the bank the original Beastmaster, Beaststock or whatever gear from Vanilla WoW. I still have it. I'm gonna go ahead and do just a little crafting real quick. And I still have the epic hand axe for the hunter that you got by grinding Silithus rep. Because that took me like 3 weeks of just killing mobs over and over again to get the encrypted Twilight text to turn in to get rep. I mean, it took me at least 3 weeks of playing 5 hours a day for 3 weeks just to get. Maybe it took longer. I don't know. It took a while, and I finally got exalted. And that was probably my only. That was a pretty good weapon for me, for my hunter. And it was cool looking. I still have that weapon. All right. Let's go in and add some things here. Like fire. Like engineering. Like smelting. I know, dude. The problem with Iron Foe is such a popular, everybody wants it. So it's like, when it drops, there's going to be probably people, you need to make a group where you don't have any warriors, and you don't have any rogues, right? No warriors, no rogues in your group. You just get a ninja. Well, it's not really a ninja. Just make sure you're the party leader and you just grab it. Or you can just reserve it. Just say, hey, if this drops, I'm going to get it. My mining was 1, but it's going to be like 70 something by the time I get done here. Actually, it won't be 70. It'll be like 50 or something. Yeah, I'd love to have that on my protection paladin. That'd be so nice. How much money do I have? 63 silver. Yeah, that's what I wanted, was the Iron Foe with the Blasted Lands enchant, plus the Hand of Justice, yep. And the Skull Shield, yeah, Flaming Skull Shield. Yeah, I want all those things as well. I would want the Masterwork Stormhammer too. Which means you would have to either have someone craft that for you, or you could try to craft it yourself. Okay, 47. Skill in mining, not too bad. 48. The Masterwork Stormhammer. It's a craftable mace that, on hit, has a chance to proc like lightning that will shoot lightning and AOE around you and hit everybody. Or I think it's everybody in front of you, so not all the way around you, but it'll hit like multiple mobs in front of you with lightning. But it's a hammer. It's I think a one-handed mace. Actually, yeah, it's a one-handed mace, and it's crafted by a master. You know, a hammersmith. You have to be a hammersmith, profession-wise, to make it. But you know, if you have that, plus if you have that, if you don't have, I mean, Iron Foe obviously is better than that. But if you don't have Iron Foe, that would be a nice weapon to have until you get Iron Foe. Now let's run back to our mining trainer. See what we can learn. See what we can see. Mining supplier. Actually, I do need it, the mining supplier. You know why? Because I don't even have a mining pick.
Welcome.
See you soon.
You got my attention. Off with you.
Yeah. I think we all dream of Thunder Fury. That would be very nice. What can I make from engineering? Let's take a look. Crafted light shot, rough blasting powder. Alright, I'm not going to do this now. I'll do this offline so you guys don't have to watch me do that. Let's just get back to getting our pet. Hammer of the Twisting Nether, huh? Crypt healing restores. Yeah. That's a nice hammer, no doubt about it. Hey, I got a new subscriber. Christopher. Thanks, dude. Yeah, that was a healing mace you linked. Good one, pretty good one. Yep, exactly. It's not a damage mace. I'm yawning again. Yeah. Let's hit the bank real quick and I can dump some of this stuff off. Damn. Yeah, but what? That's not vanilla. That weapon isn't even vanilla, is it? That looks like that. Yeah, that's not vanilla. That's like a Wrath of the Lich King or something. Level 60. How could that be a vanilla? Where does that come from? Kel'Thuzad. Yeah, that is a... Well, it is two-hand. Oh, it's one hand? Jesus. Now, that would be an amazing tanking... That would be like an amazing tanking sword. That would be great for your tanking, for the paladin. I wouldn't mind having that.
Safe travels.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh, oops. You know what I'm forgetting?
King's honor, friend.
Crossbows. Now we have no money. But we know all the skills, most of the skills we need. No, what am I doing? I'm not going to have the flight path. I'm like running up here as if I could fly there. But we do need to get the flight path, though. We need to get the flag. Tag him. Let's go! Parkour! Run! I'm jumping to my death! Alright. One hour and 20 minutes. This stream's going on, man. I think I streamed for 3 hours on what, like Saturday? Man, I'm hungry. I'm hungry at 4 in the morning. But I haven't eaten anything in a while. Alright, heading to Sentinel Hill. Let's get this taken care of. You've been a good pet. Save my ass, please. But now, you are bye-bye gone. Oh, and I forgot another thing. Find minerals. Are you still sick? You've been so sick, though. I think I'm kind of got turned around a little bit here. Can I take the cow? I don't know, man. They're pretty tough. Oh, tame the cow? I didn't. No, I don't think so. I don't think you can. traveling salesman.
How are you?
Mm.
Safe travels. What can I do for you? See you later. You need something?
Good day to you. See you later. Hello. Have a good one.
Invalid target, so you definitely cannot tame them. Yeah. Alright, so I'm pretty sure... Let me pull up Cargos's guide real quick. And we're going to go to Cargos. Hunter guide. I'm going to pause this video. And what I'm looking for is pets. Where is his pets? Animal progression. It's actually a lot to learn on a hunter. I think people don't understand how much there is, to be honest. Okay. I'm just looking up the pets. But I can't seem to find what I'm looking for. Where is it? Pets, pets, pets. Well, I'm kind of worried about it right now. Let's tame the one that I think I need to tame. I hope it's the right one. I want to try out the buzzard here and just see if he's any good. I'm not sure if it's the right one though. That's the coyote. There's the pack leader. That's the one I usually tame. But first, this one. We're going to tame this. That's a young flesh ripper. Level 11. Let's see if we can find one that's a little bit higher level. Like maybe a level 13, maybe. Here's one that's 10. Here's one that's 11. We'll try the 11. Let me go to vanillawildhunter.com. And I want to look at, okay, so we got our pet here, right? He's very hungry, as you can see. Let's see if he'll eat. And he will eat that, okay. And we're looking for pets by type. And we've got what's called a carrion. Westfall, yeah, young flesh ripper. Okay, let's go back. So what abilities does my pet have? See, he still doesn't really have anything. Which is really annoying me, right? His armor is 571. But let's see how this carrion bird does. Yes, he doesn't have screech or anything. Okay, so buzzard. Okay, a greater flesh ripper has a screech rank 1, but that's like a 16 to 17 level pet. Let's do a search for the coyote. Now the coyote pack leader has bite 2 and furious howl, so that's definitely what we're gonna need. So let's dump this guy. Yeah. So, and as you can, and basically, as I'm looking at the website of Vanilla Wild Hunter, a regular coyote has just bite 2, but a pack hunter has bite 2 and furious howl. So we want that. So let's go back and grab our pack leader. You can kind of tell by the pet's descriptions, like when they say something like young flesh ripper, that usually is probably not going to be a very good pet. But if you get like, let's say it was like an elder flesh ripper or a greater flesh ripper, that usually is going to have better stats. So kind of the name kind of tips it off a little bit. And this here, coyote pack leader. Well, if he's a leader of a pack, he's probably pretty special. So, but I love wolves. I really do. And the pack leader is a great starting pet because he does have bite and furious howl. Look how much damage he's doing. Holy crap. Oh, and did you see that I clicked my potion, my healing potion? And it didn't, I didn't click it fast enough. I clicked it right as I died. That's alright. But yeah, you can see that pack leader. He hits hard. And the reason he's doing so much damage is because he's got bite rank 2. So we'll go ahead and try him again here. We'll do a concussive shot so that it takes him a little bit longer to get to me so I don't take quite as much damage. And we'll also eat a buff food too to give ourselves a little bit more stamina. And I don't know if I have aspect of the monkey on, but I'm assuming I did. So that's my first death. I think that is my first death on this character. And it was me just being careless. I was like, I figured that the pet tame would work, and it didn't. When the tame finished, it failed. And so then he kept hitting me and killed me. So I was hoping it was going to work, but it didn't work. So let's go ahead and res real quick. Let's go ahead and eat an egg here. An herb-baked egg. Yummy, yummy. Alright. I'll just make sure that we're in range of this. I want to be max range. He's moving, which is annoying. I have too many pets already. Oh, did you see that? And this is a coyote anyway. It said I had too many pets. That's bizarre. Let's try something here. So the pet tame did work. That's the funny part. So the tame did work, but even after the tame worked, he kept attacking me. That was very bizarre. So let's go ahead and feed him. But that's weird. Now you see he's got bite rank 2 and he's got furious howl, which is great. So the coyote pack leader comes right out of the box with 2 really nice abilities. So the tame did work, which is funny because the tame finished and he kept attacking me. So there's quite a delay on when the tame finished to when he actually was my pet. So just interesting. That was very interesting. And of course, you want to make sure you always train your pet to growl right away, so that he actually can hold threat. And we have to give him the name that I've given my pet since I played WoW in 2004, Hopper. Sweet, now he's got growl. Now let's take a look at his armor too, because now see, he's got more armor than that Flesh Ripper had. 608, but he's also Coyote Pack Leader, and that was the younger threat, Flesh Ripper. Let's just see how. See how well he does. And it's hard to tell how much pet damage your pet. It was a nice crit there. How much damage your pet's really doing without, you know, like a damage add-on. And actually having a damage add-on for having a damage add-on is really useful for that, you know, tracking, you know, just see how much damage your pet's doing. Okay, let's go ahead and head back and start handling some of these quests. But yeah, I love the Coyote Pack Leader. He's a great starter pet for a hunter. Hey, welcome back. What was weird is I suffered my first death while you were gone. But what was really bizarre is I went to tame the Coyote Pack Leader, and he came up and the tame finished. Like, it finished for like easily a second, and he wasn't my pet. He didn't become my pet, and he kept attacking me, and he killed me. And then when I came back and I was going to try to tame him again, and he was gone, I accidentally started taming a coyote, but it said you already have a pet. So it actually, the tame succeeded, and he killed me. It was really bizarre. So that was very strange, but we got the pet I wanted, so it's all gravy right now. Do you really? You like to tame the wolves? I absolutely love the Coyote Pack Leader as a starter wolf. I just think the wolf is a good all around pet. They don't have claw, so they're not gonna do as much damage as a kitty, but they've got better health and they got better armor. And like I said, the Coyote Pack Leader starting off with Bite rank 2 and Furious Howl is pretty nice. Oh, and also hello, Modelico. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Welcome to the Vanilla Classic Hunter leveling experience. I don't really like boars. I mean, I'm sure Belly Grub's probably a decent pet. I haven't really looked at what abilities he comes with. Can these guys even be poisoned? No, they're immune. I thought so. Here we go, Hopper. Come on, Hopper. Level up. No, the charge is good for speed. If you're again, I don't play WoW to. I don't play World of Warcraft to be the fastest leveler, and I certainly don't play World of Warcraft to be like. If I was raiding, I would use a pet that was good for a raid, right? Like when I raid, usually I use a kitty. I don't know why he's having trouble targeting. But when I'm leveling, I just like using Hopper. He's good. He's not the best pet for leveling, but I still use him anyway. Just 'cause I like the way wolves look, and I just like wolves. Now, of course, a boar is going to give you that initial charge, which is nice. But you're going to get sprint. You're going to get on your wolf. You're going to get charge. You know, you're going to get sprint. What was it called? Dash. You're going to get dash eventually anyway. So once you get that, your wolf's going to be getting into combat very quick. You know. So it certainly is not. It certainly is a pretty fast pet as well. It just takes a while before we'll get dash, right? So if I go to Vanilla Hunter, just go to vanillahunter.com. Let's do a search for dash, and we'll do dash 1. So the first dash I can get is off a strangle. Basically, I usually get off a Stranglethorn Tiger. So up until level 32, I'm not going to have that speed increase, which is fine. So I'm not going to get my pet into combat as fast as you would if you had like a boar. And of course, the boar's got that initial stun, I think, too. But it's all good. I'm just going to spam my... see here, I'm just spamming Wing Clip to increase my skill with stabs. Of course, I blew through all my mana, though. Is that a one-hand weapon? I don't think. I think it's the two hands. I don't know, but I can't equip it. It's two-hand, isn't it? Damn it. I know one-hand axe. We're going to have to clear our inventory, too. But there's a vendor over here, so let's just hit the vendor. Now let's just hit the vendor here over here so we can vendor some of the stuff. Orc Hunter's good. When I play Hunter on the Horde side, I usually go Troll or Orc. I like Troll. I like Frenzy, but Orc's good too. But if I usually go Troll. You know, we're getting a lot of junk in our inventory here. Need bigger bags.
What can I do for you?
Actually, let's buy that back because we can feed that to our pet. Alright, cool.
Go with honor, friend.
Man, why is there still a yellow dot there? I should grab all these quests too. I'm not sure. I'm just tired. It's 4:25 a.m. so I'm just brain's not working right now.
Well met. For the Alliance.
What can I do for you? Safe travels. Hey there. Farewell.
Alright, now we can pretty much just start killing everything. You can see that when he did his Furious Howl as he ran away, so my first attack was going to get some increase to my damage. But I think it's melee, though. I don't think it works on my Arcane Shot. My pet's growl does not seem to be doing much. I have to let my pet get a little more threat. Ooh, that was close. I was almost dead. I was at like 15 health or something. And this mob's only one level above me, so that's pretty amazing that he did that much damage. Look at this. Come on, Hopper. Why aren't you holding threat? Oh, crap. And that's where Wing Clip saves you. Wing Clip just saved my life right there. I don't know why Hopper's not holding threat. Maybe these mobs just don't... Maybe they just don't get taunted very easily because they're mechanical. I don't know. It's strange. Very strange. I'm not in combat. I am not in combat. Hopper seems like he's not holding up as well as Save My Ass Please was, and she didn't even have special abilities. As far as threat, anyways. Maybe I didn't train him. You know what? Maybe no, I did train him. He's right here. He's got growl. Huh. Very strange. I don't know why he was having so much trouble holding threat. I don't know. I need to get up his loyalty level. Well, let's go kill some of the low-level mobs and just work on his loyalty level and get his training up. Bite rank 2. Growl. Maybe he's dumping his focus on bite and he's not growling fast enough. Let's take a look. This guy's level 14. Let's just watch. So he used Furious Howl there. He still has. Then he used bite, so he still hasn't used growl. That's the problem. See, he still hasn't used his growl ability. He's using. I don't know why he's not growling. That's interesting. That's obviously why I wasn't holding threat, is he wasn't actually taunting. Let's turn off. Yeah, he's using his damage abilities first. Well, I'll just keybind growl. So we're gonna go to pet. We're gonna put this on my C key. Or not. Oh, it won't let me do that. Interesting. Okay. We should be able to bind his pet action. I'm trying to understand if we get the right syntax here. Just want to keybind the skill on the pet bar. I've done it before. Where is it? Yeah, that's it. Cast pet action. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, cool. So if we do new macro, what we're going to do here is going to see new. And basically just want growl. Cast pet action, and it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be 6. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Doesn't look like it's gonna work because it's not using the right icon. So it's definitely not working. Cast pet action. Hold on a second. Give me a second, guys, while I figure this out. Because I definitely want this to work correctly. Son of a bitch. There he did growl, finally. But we're not going to want to wait. We're not always going to want to wait for my pet to do his the other 2 focus dump abilities before he does his growl. So we definitely want to get this key bound correctly. That action bar. Here's another one that I see. I don't know if this is going to work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, see, that's not working. Shit. Damn it. I've done it before. I just can't remember the command. Let's just do cast pet ability. Cast. Still looking for the right one. No, that's not it. Pet attack, pet follow, dismiss pet. But where, these are all just my abilities. Where is the pet bar? Come on, where is it? Pet follow, general. No, these sites kill me, man. It's a simple question. Pet macro follow, general, no. It says you cast pet spell says it should work, but I don't know if that works. We'll try it. Try this one and see if this works. It just depends because see this macro system is different than the vanilla macro system because the client's different. The beta client, the classic beta client is different. So we could do cast growl. That may work. Yeah, so there it is. It's just that simple. Now this, I don't think this would work in vanilla, right? Yeah, I don't think that would work in vanilla, but it seems to work here. Because like I say again, it's a different macro system, right? So here I can tell them right there to cast it, which is nice. There are going to be cases where you want to turn right-click growl off and then just cast it manually, like when you're in a group and you want to maybe taunt a mob off your healer. So but I shouldn't have to tell my pet to growl. So that's interesting. Oh, do you see that? That's the problem. Notice how my growl was grayed out. It was like, it's like he didn't have enough focus to actually use it. So it takes 15 focus to use growl. Pet doesn't have any focus till he builds some up, right? So if you look, right now he still has some from the last combat. And again, right here he's got. But the other thing that is annoying about doing this, I have to be in range of my pet to actually tell him to cast it. So it's just one of those things where we'll have to probably ease off on damage until he actually, you know, until he actually does his growl. Didn't remember this being this. I didn't remember running into this issue when I was on the, like on a private vanilla server. I don't remember my pet having this much problem getting threat. See, like there he cast growl right away. Maybe he might do them in order of where they are on the bar as far as focus-wise. I don't think he does, but let's find out. We'll put growl first. We'll give it a. That would be nice if the order of the actual icons on the bar actually was kind of like a priority order. Yes, he used Furious. Yes, he used Furious Howl. Then he used his bite, and he didn't have enough focus left. So if you really wanted to make your pet, so what we could do is we could turn off this one, turn off bite and Furious Howl. Now, of course, he's not going to do as much damage, but he's going to cast his. That's where my other pet was holding threat a lot better because he didn't have any other special abilities to dump his focus, so he was just doing growl. That's all he was doing. And in that respect, he's holding aggro a lot better. He's holding threat a lot better. So let's just turn Furious for Howl off because we don't really need that. Because it should just be... Because remember, it's your next damage on your physical attack. I don't know if like my arrow, like Arcane Shot, would be considered a physical attack. I guess it would be. But actually, it's probably a spell attack, so... I don't think Furious Howl is going to be that useful for me. So we'll just turn that off for now. I mean, it's good in a group environment when it's going to help like rogues and warriors and druids and stuff. Feral druids. But I really don't need it. So... But at least by turning off Furious Howl, we're not dumping all that focus into Furious Howl, which really isn't benefiting me any. Alright, so we figured out a few things there. That's good. So once I'm kind of easing off my damage until he gets that first growl off, and then I'm just kind of dumping it in. So I start off with Serpent Sting because it doesn't really do much damage. It's not like Arcane Shot where it's doing a lot of damage up front. So alright, let's go ahead and feed my pet. Do I have my nameplates on? Yeah, I do. Good. -1 training points. Do we just need to get our pets' skills up here? I'm pulling threat really fast. Come on. So Hopper's not getting threat as well as I would like. It'll get better when he starts to do more damage. Not seeing a lot of sacks of grain here. Did I finish that quest already? No, we still need a bunch of oats, but here's a bag of oats. So yeah, I pretty much have to wait until he does his growl, and then I can begin my attack. If I want to just, if I just want to like not have him running at me. This will pull the other mob towards me. See that? Once you start to heal, of course, you're going to have the new normal healing aggro type thing that occurs. Hey, Em. What are you doing up? Okay. Love you. I'll be coming to bed pretty soon. And again, when you're pulling multiple mobs here, like when you got 3 mobs, you can easily just, grab one and then just run away. Let's bring my pet back. Let's put your pet on passive. Then eventually most of these will reset, except for the one that you hit initially. Although he did reset, but a lot of times they don't reset. So you can easily pull one out of a mob of 3 pretty easily if you want. Let's grab this iron, or grab this ore here real quick. Yeah. Anubis wants in. Hey, Anubis. She'll probably sleep in her little cat bed here. So I actually am watching my pets growl, and if I see him on a mob and his growl's up and he's not growling, I'm telling him to growl. I never had to do that in vanilla client, so the threat seems a little bit odd here, but maybe it's, I just have forgotten what it's like on the Hunter. I don't know. I don't remember it being quite like that. And I was playing Hunter. I played multiple Hunters on private vanilla servers, so I don't remember my pet having this much trouble holding threat, but like I said, once he gets higher and starts getting more of his talents, he'll start doing a lot more damage, and holding threat won't be that big an issue. Well, these guys do not want to reset. Look at these guys. They're going to run halfway across the world. There we go, finally. And I know that's going to die, but that's alright. We'll just kite this guy. Oh, no! Wow. That was pretty sad. Honestly, yeah, I mean, I've played a Hunter on private servers multiple times, and I do not remember my pet having this much trouble with aggro. Anyways, that was just me being stupid. I thought I had that guy, but of course you got to take into account my armor's pretty shit. Well, how much armor have I got? 289 armor is not gonna do me much. And I wasn't using my aspect of the hawk there when I should have been, but oh my goodness, that was pretty piss poor. Let's take a look at our quests and see where we're at. We still need a bunch of handful of oats. We've got all the okra, harvest watchers. Yeah. Oh, I'm still laughing about that. Yeah, hey, I haven't been watching the chat as much. Sorry about that, but I know Dean 623A, you said you can shift click. Yeah, you can shift click on most of your abilities for your abilities. I could have, I probably could have done that with the pet ability as well. Honestly, but I figured it out, so it's fine. Yeah, you know what? That could be if they were saying immune. And that was what I was saying earlier, is that it seemed like I was having a hard time getting him to hold threat on the Harvest Watchers. Because I don't believe I was really blowing my... I mean, they're definitely immune to Serpent Sting. So, that might have been what it was, but I was trying not to even bother casting Serpent Sting because I knew they were immune to poison. I cast it once just to see if they were. I figured they were. But like, let's try it here. Let's attack this Harvest Watch. He's level 15, so but first let's actually heal our pet up. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Get a food buff in here. What else we got? Ah, damn it, I wanted to cost out of my pet. I selected my pet, but I guess it was fraction. Fraction of a second too late. Yeah, so killing this Flesh Ripper was an easy task. Let's go ahead and attack this Harvest. And I'm just going to wait and see if it does say immune. I didn't see it say immune, so it's probably just my Serpent Sting. I think another thing we can do is let's get our combat log out of here. We can inspect some of this stuff. I see the Serpent Sting damage young flesh. That's the Flesh Ripper though. Let's go ahead and settings. Why does this look so strange? Come on. Combat, here we go. Message types, damage, misses. I want to look for immunity. Immunity. I don't see immunes. Misses, damage, aura, spellcasting, failure, success. Periodic damage, pairs resolutions. Yeah, so unfortunately, it doesn't look like immunity will come up in my combat log. That would have been kind of nice, actually. Man, yeah, he just does not seem to hold threat against these Harvest Watchers, right? And he did taunt. I'll have to do it the old school way. Just kite this guy. Oh, no. You saw an instance there where I had no mana right there, so I just used my auto attack, which right now is keybound to my auto shot is keybound to Shift E. So, of course, you'll get, you play the Hunter enough and you'll get used to just, firing off these keybinds when you need to. Anubis, get down. Get down, now! Sorry, the cat's climbing shelves she's not supposed to climb. Crazy cat. Alright, let's get back to the quest we were doing. inventory's full. No, not quite. You see, it just seems like yeah, the taunt isn't working on them because I'm not pulling thread on other mobs. It's just the watchers. You know, like I throw like a serpent sting here, but once Hopper taunts that wolf, then the wolf goes right on Hopper. So no issues at all. Yeah, I think the watchers must be immune. And of course, if I had skinning right now, I'd be skinning all of these mobs. But I went with engineering, so what can you do? Alright, let's hit the vendor again. We'll make our way back over to the vendor over here. We really need better bags. That's part of the problem here. Really running into inventory issues because our bags are just too small. What's my pet's loyalty level at now? Submissive. So we do have some training points now, which is good. We'll train here in a second. Let me first clear a little bit of my inventory. Still looking for these damn bags. Usually those bags of oats are all around here, and I'm not seeing any, so that's unusual. Usually they're all on the fence here, and they're over on the building. We'll get some here in a second.
Need help?
All right. We're going to sell the light feather now because we don't really need it. Give us a little bit of room. Now let's go ahead and train. We definitely want stamina. Cool. My pet bang on him a little bit, see if we can get a little bit more threat. Yeah, there it was. See, I did growl right there, and they're definitely immune to growl. So we're We're gonna throw up aspect of the monkey, and we'll just kite these guys if we have to. Let's go ahead and set this up. It's fine. And hey, Devarsh, I didn't get a chance to respond to your comment either. I've been so busy trying to figure out my threat issues here, but just give me a second here. You see, you just started playing WoW on a private server, so you don't know much about whenever I tell my pet to go fight a mob, the mob always starts aggroing me after 1 or 2 hits. Why? Well, really, I would say that you probably don't have Growl trained on your pet, most likely. As long as you have Growl, and your pet, and you keep your pet up with the levels of all his skills, so that he's actually, you know, doing damage, then you really shouldn't have that much issues. He's not going to come after you after 1 or 2 hits. Here, hold on a second. So, like, as long as he has this ability here, Growl right here, and it's activated, meaning you can see these yellow lights kind of going around in a circle here. As long as you have Growl on your pet, then he should be holding threat pretty well. That's why I was so surprised these guys weren't, but that's because these guys are immune to Growl. Oh, here we go, Hunting Gloves. Nice. And you can learn Growl rank 1 and Growl rank 2 at level 10 from your pet trainer. So as soon as you hit level 10 and do your pet quest to get your pet, make sure you hit the pet trainer and learn Growl rank 1, Growl rank 2, and then click your beast training skill here. And then actually, you know, click on it and train, you know, and train your pet. Doesn't my pet doesn't have natural armor yet? No? The reason my pet's having trouble with these guys is because they're immune to Growl, and you'll see that here when he actually does Growl right there. You know, so what I'm doing is, because these guys are immune, is I'm just throwing up aspect of the monkey, and then I can just kite these guys a little bit. Which is pretty easy to do. Let's go ahead and feed my pet.
Greetings.
What else can we get rid of here? What is this? Handful of oats? I guess that's about
Light
it.
bless you.
Don't really need this apple. Let's head over here and grab some oats. We need the oats. It's usually oats in this back of this wagon, but apparently not. Sometimes there'll be oats in here, man. Not a lot of oats around. which is interesting. Usually there's a lot easier to get these. There's one. Whew, I'm just tired. It is almost 5 a.m. now, right? 5:06 a.m. Just amazed at how little oats there are. I think I did this quest. I was in this area with my paladin a couple days ago, and there was a lot more bags of oats. There's not like there's a lot of players on the server, you know. If you look around, do you even see another player? Yeah, you see here he goes up to the flesh river. He's gonna get his taunt off, and then I have really no problems holding threat. Same thing here. Hit the wolf once he taunted. It's pretty much all good. There's a bag. I know where all the bags spawn points are. I'm just not seeing a lot of the bags actually spawning at the spawn points. Yeah, see, there's another one. They must have the spawns point. They must have the spawn on these items on a pretty long timer. Just need 4 more Harvest Watchers. I'll be shooting poison at him. Woohoo! Level 14. Say it isn't so. We struggled a little bit over here, but we're starting to get our groove back going. Alright, we just need one more of these Harvest Watchers, then I think I'll probably log off because it already is past 5 something in the morning. I need to get sleep. There we go. Quest is complete. What are we doing on money? 51 silver.
Light be with you.
These are actually better than what I picked up. Well, those are better than what I
Be
got.
careful.
Didn't I pick up some... What green item did I pick up? I thought it was pants. Yeah, Pioneer. This one that we just got is better. It is Zabetta, this one. Two agility is better. There's another oats. Gonna head over to Sentinel Hill so we can log out at the end. How's my pet doing? My pet is submissive.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend. Greetings. For the Alliance, King's honor, friend. Be careful. Need help?
Can I help you? Have a good one.
Alright guys, I think that's it. I'm gonna get to bed. I learned a few things about some of the classic macro system, and that apparently harvest watchers are immune to growl. Yeah, doing pretty good.
Light be with you. For the Alliance.
I'd probably be doing a lot better if I wasn't so tired. I kind of was making quite a few mistakes, but it's all good. It's all part of the journey to getting to level
You need something?
40. Since I think the 40 cap's still 40. Another player, oh my god.
Alune be praised.
Alright,
Be careful.
I'll catch you guys later. And peace out. Hope you guys have a good night. And I'll be doing some more vanilla. I'll be doing some more tomorrow probably. Just depends on what my girlfriend wants to do tomorrow. But I'll probably do some more streaming tomorrow. I'll catch you later.